Hello, everyone. Welcome to Baseball Sim Auctions. In today's auction, we will deconstruct four great teams: the 1972 A's, the 1974 Dodgers, 1985 Yankees, and the 1990 Reds. So what we'll do is we'll take all the players from those teams and make them all free agents. Then we'll construct four brand new teams via an auction. At a later date, we will conduct a World Series in which we will play entire seasons using the APBA computer game to determine who purchased or who created the best team. In our version of the World Series, every season actually counts as one game. And then the team that wins 4 seasons wins the World Series. So in essence, by simulating entire seasons, we leave no doubt as to who the best team is. All right, let's get things started. I believe Steve is going to bring up the first player.
All right, let's do Ron Say for 5.
Ron Say. Let me just find Ron. He's going to be a hitter. There's Ron. Let me peek at my pricing for Mr. Say. Got it. All right, let's bring up our timer and we'll get the bidding started. So 5 is the bid from Steve. I'll do 6. All right, I guess I got a third baseman. All right, let me put him on my team. Say for, this is lot number 1. And 6. So then we take Mr. Say and we drop him on my team as my first hitter. Right, let me just notch that Steve got the player. And let me just make a note on my spreadsheet as well. And we'll move on to the second lot. Steve, what did I pay for him?
17. 6.
6. All right. So let's go back. Let's see. Looks like Jason is going to bring up the next nomination. And let's go back to our tracker. All right, Jason, who's going to be the lucky player in lot number 2?
I'll do Bert Camperneris, 3.
All right, let me find him. There's Bert, and let me peek at his pricing real quick on my end, and we'll get rolling. All right, we're back to our timer. All right, Camperneris is the player. Jason has the bid at an opening of 3.
Anthony for 5.
Anthony jumps in at 5.
7.
7 now from Steve.
Anthony for 9.
9 from Anthony.
Steve, 10.
Steve now at 10 for Camperneris.
Anthony for 11.
Anthony jumps in at 11 now for Bert Camperneris. Sold. One of the better Cuban players. All right, so that's lot number 2. Anthony purchases the player, and that was 11, right, Anthony?
Yep.
All right, got him. You got some speed there. You got shortstop covered, and you're on your way to having a speed team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's drop him on your team, and that becomes your first player. Perfect. So we'll go back to our tracker, rather our nomination queue, and it looks like, Anthony, you're going to bring up the third player.
I'll nominate Rickey Henderson.
Rickey, all right. Let me find Rickey here. Actually, Rickey should be right at the top here. Nope. Right, let me peek at Rickey's price on my end. All right, and what was the opening bid?
Open bid at $10.
$10 for Rickey. I'll do
25.
11. Steve jumps straight to 25. No messing around.
Jason 26.
Jason 26 for
Steve,
Rickey.
29.
29, a jump of 3. Steve has the high bid at 29.
Jason 30.
Jason's at 30.
Steve, 33.
Steve is now at 33. I'll do 34.
Jason 35.
Steve,
Jason's at
37.
Steve's at 37. Rickey is popular. 37 is the high bid from Steve.
Jason 38.
38. Just got it in.
Steve, 39.
Steve, 39. 39 from Steve.
Jason 40.
Oh, just got it in. 40. Jason's at 40 for Rickey. Sold. Whoa.
A lot of money.
Yeah. But hey, he's worth it. He's one of the top players in the in this auction. Let's see. That was lot number 3. So Jason gets his first player, paid 40. Let's drop him on Jason's team. And you guys keep me honest if you see that I'm making any kind of mistake or so I'm looking at a lot of different things all at once here, or if you think I made a mistake on the timer, call me out. You know, I'm not by no means am I perfect. All right, so let's see. We're now over to lot number. Actually, let me just do one quick thing on my spreadsheet. Let me make sure I'm marking the guys that are sold. So we got Rickey. And Campaneris. All right, cool. So now we're over back in my direction. All right, let's go. Well, we might as well go with the other really good hitter. Let's go with Don Mattingly. You knew I was going to do that, right, Steve?
I did. You know, it's nice to play with this team 2 weeks, 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Mattingly, let me see what Mattingly looks like on my end.
Looks like he should be a Hall of Famer, but here we are.
Well, that definitely is debatable, and I would agree with you.
Our last auction, we used the 85 Yankees. I actually picked them to play with. And one player took Mattingly and Henderson. It did cost it dearly.
How'd they do?
Not bad. They were good. They're 2 of the best players on the sheet. So I mean, it's certainly certainly an advantage to have them both if you want them both.
But they didn't win the contest.
They were very competitive. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm the one who picked them this time.
Yeah.
If I was down to between them and a couple Rockies teams.
Oh, cool.
Kind of wish I would have done the Rockies team since you guys did the Yankees before.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, they're great players.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. And hey, you know what that means, right? You're going to need to be in another sim auction in the future, so you could try one of those Rockies teams.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So Don, that would be lot number 4. I'm bringing it up, and let me find the timer, and we'll get rolling with Mr. Mattingly. There we go. All right. I'll open up Mattingly at $10.
25.
Ooh, Steve, straight to 25.
Jason 26.
Jason, 26.
Steve 28.
28. Don Mattingly, Donnie Baseball, 28. I'll do 29.
Steve 31.
Steve, 31.
Jason 32.
Jason, 32.
Steve 34.
34, a jump of 2 for Mattingly. I'll do 35. 35 for Mattingly. Sold. All right, let's bring our spreadsheet back up. And that would be for me, and paid 35. I'll drop them on my team. And let me just go over to my spreadsheet and notch that. All right, back this way for our queue. And it looks like we're back to we're at Steve now for the next nomination. This will be lot number 5.
Steve Garvey for 5.
Garvey for 5. Let me pull up Garvey. Lot number 5. And let me bring up our timer. And let me see what I have them at. Got it. All right. Opening bid 5 for Garvey.
Jason 7.
Jason is at 7 for Garvey.
Steve 8.
Steve is at 8. I'll do 9 for Garvey.
Oh, Steve 10.
Steve is at 10 now for Garvey.
Jason 11.
Jason's at 11 now.
Steve 12.
12 now for Garvey.
Jason 13.
Jason's at 13 for Garvey.
Steve 14.
14 now for Garvey. Steve Garvey.
Jason 15.
15 now for Steve Garvey. 15 is the bid. Sold. Actually, one of my favorite players back when I was when I started watching baseball, which was actually in 1974. So Jason gets the player, paid $15. All right, we're back to our queue, and it looks like actually Jason's bringing up player number 6.
Uh, hmm. We'll do Joe Oliver, 3.
Oliver. Got him. And let me take a quick look at his pricing on my end. Right, let's bring up our timer. Jason, you mentioned opening bid of 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, $3 for Joe Oliver. Sold. That's a good price, Jason.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, it's a good price. Almost bid 4. All right. That's lot number 6. $3. So let's go back and drop him on your team, and that would be your 3rd hitter. All right. Back to our nomination queue, and it looks like Anthony is up for lot number 7.
I'll go with Hal Morris.
All right, let's bring up Hal. There he is. And this is going to be just double checking lot number 7. And let me see what Hal is on my end here. Let's see. Right, cool. And let's bring up our timer. Anthony, and the opening bid is
$5.
$5 for Hal Morris.
Steve, 6.
Steve's at 6 now.
Anthony, 7.
Anthony jumps in at 7. I'll do 8. 8 for Morris. Sold. I don't know if that's good or not, but I'll find out soon enough. Andy, 7 for Morris. Okay, I guess you'll have to be part of my DH crew because I already have a first baseman, right?
If you want to give up Mattingly, I'm sure we can figure something out.
All right. Drop Hal on my team right there. And let me just notch him on my spreadsheet over here. All right, so let's put him right there. And I guess I'll put DH for him. And it's Morris. All right, back to our queue. And it looks like it's over in my direction. And let's see, that's lot number 8. Who is going to be the lucky player? Number 8. Let's do Chris Sabo. And let me find him over here. There he is, lot number 8. And we'll get the timer up and we'll start Sabo out at $5.
Steve, 12.
Steve, straight to 12 on Sabo.
Jason, 13.
Jason's
Steve,
at 13.
15.
Steve's at 15 now for Chris Sabo.
Jason, 17.
Jason jumps in at 17 for Sabo.
Steve, 19.
Steve with that classic $2 jump. Steve's at 19.
Jason, 20.
Jason gets it in. 20 for Sabo.
Steve, 22.
22. There's that double jump again.
Jason,
Steve-
23.
Jason is at 23.
Steve, 25.
Steve, 25.
Steve's killing me. I'm out.
All right. 25 is the win. Good job on Sabo there. I used to love those glasses he wore.
The goggles, yeah, the Rex
Yeah, the
specs.
goggles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve at 25 for Chris Sabo. That's lot number 8. Let's drop him on Steve's team. And that would be his first hitter. All right. Awesome. We're moving along nicely. Let's see. I brought up Sabo. Make sure I got him notched on my spreadsheet. Yes, I did. All right. So now we're back to Steve for lot number 9.
Okay, Vita Blue for 5.
Vita, let me find them. So this is going to be our first pitcher, actually. Give me 1 second before we get started. Blue, there he is, lot number 9. Perfect. Let me peek over here at good old Vita Blue. Now, if this had been his 1971 season, we would have been paying lots of bucks for him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Vita, where are you? There you are. All right, back to our timer. Steve, what's the opening bid?
5.
5 it is. $5 for Vita Blue.
Anthony 6.
6, who was that?
Anthony.
Anthony, okay, cool.
Steve 7.
Steve's at 7 for Vita Blue. I'll do 8. 8 for Vita Blue.
Steve 9.
Steve's at 9 now for Blue. The bid is $9 for Vita Blue. Sold. Steve gets his, well, first pitcher off the board, period. Steve pays 9. And let's drop him on his pitching staff. There we go. So you just pick up 151 innings. Nice. Back to our queue. Looks like we're up to Jason for nomination number 10.
Hmm.
Do we stay with pitching or do we go back to hitting?
Good question. We'll start off with Jose Rio.
All right. Let me bring up Rio.
For 6.
All right. Let me find him here. And again, that's just double checking. Number 10 is the lot. And let me peek at Rio on my end here. Where is he? Got him. All right. Anthony, that opening bid is what?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
6.
6. Okay.
Jason.
All right. Oh, Jason. I lost track of the queue. Hold on a minute. Oh, sorry, Jason. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was Anthony. Okay, perfect. Let's get back to the timer. All right, so Jason's got the bid at 6 for Jose Rio.
7. Anthony.
Steve 9.
Steve's at 9.
Jason 10.
Jason,
Steve 12.
Steve's at 12 now.
Jason 13.
Jason's at 13.
Steve 15.
Steve's at 15 for Jose Rio. I'll do 16 for Rio.
Steve 17.
17, Steve's got the bid. I'll jump in at 18.
Steve for 20.
Steve's at 20 now for Rio. I'll do 22 for Rio. Sold. All right, so that's to me. 22. Here. And drop him on my pitching staff. And let me just update my spreadsheet. All right, back to our queue. And let's see, it looks like Anthony is bringing up lot number 11.
I'll go with Dave Winfield.
All right, so we're going back to the hitters. Let's go to the top here and find Winfield. There he is. And check again, lot number 11. Let me just take a quick look at Mr. Winfield and his rocket arm. All right, and the opening bid is
$5.
$5 for Dave Winfield.
Steve 10.
Steve 10.
Jason 12.
12 now from Jason.
Steve 15.
15, a $3 jump.
Jason
15.
17.
Jason's at 17 now for Winfield.
Steve 19.
Steve jumps to 19. We got
Jason
a mano a
20.
mano. Jason 20 between you guys. Jason's got the high bid at 20.
Steve 21.
21 for Mr. Winfield.
Jason 22.
22 now. Jason's got the high bid on Dave Winfield, $22.
23.
Steve jumps in at 23. 23 is the high bid.
Jason 24.
Oh, got him in. 24 for Jason. Sold. Well, you guys are going at it.
I think we just love the Yankees.
$24 for Winfield. All right, let's drop him on Jason's team. All right, and that brings us back to our queue for lot number 12, and that's going to be for me. So let's see, do we stay with pitching? Do we go with hitting? Stay with hitting. Go with Reggie Jackson. And let me find him there. Okay, got him. And this is going to be lot number 12. Let's find Reggie. Stay with the Yankees, even though he was an A at that point. This is going to be, again, lot number 12. I'll bring up the timer. We'll start our Reggie at $5.
Steve 7.
7.
Anthony 10.
Anthony jumps in at 10 for Reggie Jackson.
Steve 12.
Steve's at 12.
Anthony 15.
15 for Reggie. Anthony's got the bid.
Jason 16.
Jason jumps in at 16. Jason's got the bid on Jackson.
Anthony 17.
17 gets it in. Anthony's got
Jason
the high.
18.
Jason's at 18 for Reggie. 18 is the high bid. Sold.
You know, I really didn't intend to have this auction just be me getting a bunch of Yankees and former Yankees.
Hey, you guys, the thing is, every auction, and Steve's done a bunch of these with me. Every auction takes just like a different life. That's why I enjoy this so much. It goes in all kinds of different directions. All right, drop him on Jason's team.
That was for 18.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me make sure I notched him on my spreadsheet. Yep, I did. All right, and then we're back to our queue, and it looks like we're back for number 13 from Steve.
Blue Moon Odom for 5.
All right, let me find Blue Moon. We're going back to our pitching. It's going to be Odom. Right, and slot number 13. Let me check Blue Moon on my spreadsheet. Let's see, Blue Moon. I think his real name is Johnny. Okay. Let's go back to our timer, and Steve's opening bid is 5 for Odom. Blue Moon Odom.
Anthony 6.
Anthony's at 6.
Steve 8.
Steve's at 8.
Anthony 10.
10 now for Odom.
Steve 11.
11.
Anthony 12.
12 is the bid for Blue Moon Odom.
Steve 14.
Steve's at 14. I'll jump in at 15.
Steve 17.
Steve's at 17. I'll do
Anthony.
18.
Anthony 19.
Anthony's at 19. I'll do 20. 20 for Odom.
Anthony 21.
Anthony got it in, 21. I'll do 22 for Odom.
Anthony 23.
23 now, Anthony, for Blue Moon Odom. I'll do 24. Sold. You just had to get that extra dollar out of me, Anthony. All right, I think that gives me my second pitcher. Okay, let me just update my spreadsheet and we'll move on. Let's see, there it is. All right, back to our queue, and it looks like lot 14 is going to be brought up by Jason.
We'll go. Oh boy. Let's see. We'll do Willie Randolph for 2.
All right, let's go back to hitters. Randolph, let's find him. This is lot number 14. And let me find him on my end so we can get rolling. And the opening bid was 2, right?
Yep.
Right, Jason?
Yep.
Perfect. So $2 for Randolph. Jason's got the bid.
Steve 5.
Steve's at 5.
Anthony 6.
Anthony 6. I'll do 7.
Anthony 8.
Anthony's at 8 for Willie Randolph. I'll do 9. 9 for Randolph.
Anthony 10.
Anthony's at 10 now. I'll do 11. 11 for Willie Randolph.
Anthony 12.
Anthony's at 12 now for Randolph. Sold. Let's drop him on your team. And let's see, Randolph, Anthony. $12 for Willie. You got your second base cover. And let's put him on your team. So that's Anthony's second hitter. Nice little up the middle combo there. Nice defense. Good job. All right. Make sure I got it covered on my end. Yep. I highlighted Randolph, so he's off the board. So now lot number 15 actually will be Anthony nominating.
Okay. I'll go with Duncan on the 90 Reds.
Mariano Duncan. All right, let's find him.
Play today, win today.
Go. Yeah, lot number 15. Perfect. Let me scoot over to my spreadsheet and highlight Mariano. Right. And our timer. And what was the opening bid?
5.
$5 for Mariano Duncan.
Steve 6.
6 from Steve.
Jason 7.
Jason 7.
Steve 8.
Steve's at 8 for Duncan.
Jason 9.
9 now is the bid. I'll do 10. 10 for Duncan.
Jason 11.
Oop, I think I got it, Jason. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. All right. So Duncan for 10.
Who ended up getting him?
I did.
You did. Okay.
For a moment, I had a moment of panic because for a moment I couldn't remember if I had a second baseman already.
Oh, he's got some flexibility though.
Yeah, but I was like, oh wait, no. Oh, okay.
Oh, phew.
I almost, yeah. Yeah, Steve knows it's quite interesting on my end to manage this for me, for my team, and for everybody else.
You need
All
as
right.
many obstacles as possible.
Hey, I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. It's fun.
You need an AI assistant.
Yeah, really.
They actually the Zoom. There's an AI function for Zoom that takes incredible transcripts. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Wow. You know what? I saw an email from them the other day. I haven't checked it out. I might need to do that. All right. Let me drop Mariano on my spreadsheet here. Let's see. Second base. Duncan. All right. That's done. And go back to my queue over here. And it looks like I'm bringing up number 16. Let's see who the lucky player is going to be. Go back on mine here. Try Barry Larkin. Find Barry.
Get some money out.
Yeah. Barry. Okay. Larkin. There he is. Again, just double checking. Lot number 16. All right, let's get our timer going, and I'll start Larkin off at $5.
Steve 12.
Steve, straight to 12. No messing around.
Jason 13.
13 from Jason. I'll do 14 for
Steve
Larkin.
15.
Steve's at 15. 15 for Larkin.
Jason 16.
Jason's got the bid now at 16. Sold Barry Larkin for 16. That's a decent price.
There's some value there
Yeah.
for sure.
Jason 16. Jason, that's quite the hitting team you're racking up there.
Yeah, I hope I have enough money for pitchers.
That's always the challenge, but the hitting looks absolutely awesome. All right. Let's see, we're back to Steve for number 17.
And Holtzman for 10.
All right, we're going back to the pitching. Right, let's get our timer. Opening bid is $10 from Steve for Ken Holtzman.
Anthony 12.
Steve
Anthony's at,
15.
Steve's at 15 for Holtzman.
Anthony 16.
The bid is 16 now.
Steve 19.
Steve's at 19 for Holtzman.
Anthony 21.
21 now. Anthony's got the bid.
Steve 22.
22 now from Steve.
Anthony 23.
Anthony's at 23 for Ken Holtzman.
Steve 25.
25 now. I'll do
Anthony 26.
26 from Anthony. I'll do 27. Sold. All right, so that's to me for 27, Holtzman. And I'll drop him on my staff. And just update my spreadsheet.
Look at that pitching.
That. Make sure I put him on this. Holtzman, 27. All right, covers that. And let's see, going back to our queue, we're up to Jason for lot number 18.
We'll go Andy Messersmith for 12.
Andy Messersmith won the Cy Young Award that year. It's gonna be a lot number 18. And I'll find him on my spreadsheet real quick. Messersmith, there he is. Wow, that's a lot of innings. These guys back in the day pitched a lot of innings. All right. Tracker. Jason, opening bid is
12.
$12. All right. $12 is the bid for Messersmith.
Steve 20.
20. There you go.
Anthony 25.
25 for Anthony.
Steve 29.
29 now for Messersmith.
Anthony 30.
30.
Steve 32.
32 now for Messersmith. I'll do 33.
Oh, Steve 35.
Steve, 35 for Messersmith now. 35 for Andy Messersmith. Sold. Steve gets us. Is that your first pitcher? No, that's your second. I
Second.
think. Yeah. 35. On your team. There we
More than I
go.
wanted, but I'll take it.
Hey, he's, I mean, almost 300 innings.
Yeah.
Grade 17. You can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
All right. Let's see. We're back over to our nomination queue. It looks like Anthony bringing up player number 19.
Go with Catfish.
Ooh.
Catfish Hunter. Let's find Catfish. go. And this is going to be again lot number 19. Let me notch Catfish on my spreadsheet real quick here. All right. Let's go over to our clock and we can get started. Opening bid for Catfish is
15.
15.
Steve, 27.
27. I love it. Straight to 27.
Anthony, 32.
32. Straight to 32.
Steve, 35.
35. Look at all these jump bids.
Anthony, 36.
36.
Steve, 39.
Steve, 39 for Catfish.
Jason, 40.
Jason, a late bidder, jumps in at 40. 40 is the bid for Catfish.
41, Anthony.
Anthony, 41. 41 is the bid from Anthony for Hunter.
42, Jason.
42, Jason. 42 is the high bid. Sold. Jason's lying there and wait. Good job, you guys. All right. All right, 42.
19.
Yep. And I think that's Jason's first picture. Yep. All right,
But
good.
a good one.
A great one, yeah.
Yeah, I should say you're right.
Yeah. I think actually he might have won the Cy Young in the AL that year. I can't remember now, maybe. All right, back to our queue, and it looks like over in my direction. All right. Let's see. Let me just peek at my spreadsheet and see who we can bring up. All right, let's go back to the hitting. We'll go to Mike Epstein,
There we
first
go.
base of the A's. Let's go back up here. Let's find Mike. There he is. And again, lot number 20 on this one. There we go. And we'll bring up our clock. And I think I'll start Epstein off at $6.
Steve, 9.
Steve, 9.
Anthony, 11.
11 from Anthony. I'll do 12.
Anthony, 13.
Anthony's at 13 for Epstein. I'll do 14. 14 for Epstein.
I can do 15.
15 from Steve.
Anthony, 16.
16 is the bid now from Anthony. Mike Epstein. Sold. That's a good hitter. Let's drop him on your team. Let's see right there. That's your third hitter. Perfect. Moving along, we're over to, let's see, lot number 21, and that's going to be back in Steve's direction.
Don Sutton for 5.
Sutton for 5. So we're going back to the pitchers right here. And there we go, right there. Perfect. And it's going to be lot number 21. Let me just take a look at Don on my end here. Opening bid, Steve?
5.
$5 for Don Sutton.
Anthony 10.
Straight to 10 from Anthony.
Steve 15.
15 now from Steve. I'll do 17.
Steve 21.
Steve's at 21 now.
Anthony 22.
22 now.
Steve 25.
25 from Steve.
Jason 26.
Jason jumps in at 26.
Steve 27.
27 now. Steve's got the high bid. I'll do 28 for Sutton.
Steve 29.
Steve's at 29 now for Sutton. I'll do 30. 30 for Don Sutton. Sold. Go back to our tracker, and there he is, lot number 21. Drop him on my staff. And we're back to, actually, let me update my spreadsheet real quick so I don't lose track of what I'm doing.
Can we just confirm dollars real quick?
Yep, we'll do that in a second.
Cool,
Perfect.
thanks.
Good idea. Good idea. All right, so let's go back and check how we're doing with the money, because at this point we'll start to need to track that. Well, Anthony is in great shape, 221. Steve right behind him, and then Jason and I have spent quite a bit of money already. Let's see.
Can you read that for me? I can't see
Yeah.
it.
So Anthony's got $221 left. Steve's has $191. And let's see, I have 99 and Jason has 102. Now that's the total amount available. This column here will show you what your max bid is. That's not really relevant right now, but it will become relevant as we get a little deeper into the auction. This column shows you the average amount per player remaining that you could spend. So that's another good way to track money. And then this column shows the number of players that have been purchased. And then this column shows you the innings that have been purchased. So it's now remember the link that I sent you guys has this information, but at any time that, because since your link might not update in real time, anytime you want to check the availability of money or innings, let me know, and then I'll remember to do it periodically too. But definitely it's a good idea for us to start checking this periodically. All right, let's see. We are going to be sliding into our queue here, and it looks like it's back in Jason's direction for player number 22.
Do Sal Bando.
Bando. All right, let's go back here to our hitters. Sal Bando. And double checking 22. And let me find Sal on my end. Bando, let me highlight Sal so I know he's off the board. Perfect. And opening bid for Bando?
$3.
$3.
Anthony 5.
Anthony's at 5.
Jason 6.
Jason 6 for Sal Bando.
Anthony 7.
7 now for Bando.
Jason 8.
Jason's at 8 now. Love those sideburns on Bando.
Anthony 9.
Anthony 9.
Jason 10.
Jason goes in at 10.
Anthony 11.
11 now. Sold. Anthony throwing around his money. He's in a
About time.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Anthony purchases the player. 11. And let's drop him on his team. There we go.
22.
11.
No, pick number. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Line
yeah,
number.
22. Yeah,
Thank you.
perfect. All
Although
right.
if you want to double the price, I'm good for that too. Not a big deal.
All right. It looks like we Anthony purchased and is also going to be the nominator for the next player. So this is lot number 23 coming up.
I'll go with Jim Wynn.
All right. And it looks like we're at lot 23 there. And let me find Win on my end. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Bring our clock up. And the opening bid is
8.
8. Okay. Jimmy Wynn.
10.
Steve 10. His nickname was the Toy Cannon.
Anthony 12.
12 from Anthony.
15.
Steve 15.
Anthony 16.
16 from Anthony. I'll do 17.
I'll go 19.
19 now for Gwen. Tony went
Anthony
Jimmy went.
20.
Anthony 20. The bid is 20 for Jimmy Wynn. Sold. The Toy Cannon goes to Anthony's team.
And it wasn't Tony Gwynn, right? Because I
No,
voted
no.
more.
No. Jimmy. All right. Excellent hitter there on Anthony's team. Perfect. And let's go back to our queue. Looks like it's over to me. All right, let's go back to pitching.
No.
And looks like lot number 24. There we go. All right. Let me highlight them on my spreadsheet and we'll get rolling. All right, we'll start Guidry off at $10.
Steve 15.
15 from Steve.
Anthony 16.
Steve 20.
Steve 20.
Anthony 21.
21.
Steve 25.
25 now from Steve.
Anthony 26.
26 now.
Steve 29.
29 from Steve. Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning. 29.
Jason 32. Or Jason 30.
Jason, a late bidder, 32.
Steve 33.
33. Steve's got the high bid at 33.
Jason 34.
34 now for Ron Guidry. Sold. All right, Jason now has good hitting and good pitching, so this could get scary. 35, right, Jason? Or 30,
34.
34. All right. Let's go over here to Jason's team, and he's got two studs there at the top of the order. All right. Let's see, back to our queue, and it looks like it would be back to Steve for number 25.
Norm Charlton for 10.
Okay, let me find Charlton. Lot number 25. Let me peek at him on my end here. Charlton. Awesome. And we're over to the timer. Opening bid is $10 from Steve for Norm Charlton.
Anthony 12.
Anthony
Steve
12.
15.
Steve 15.
Anthony 17.
Anthony 17. Lots of relief innings there.
Steve 19.
Steve 19.
Anthony 20.
20 from Anthony.
Steve 22.
Steve 22.
Anthony 23.
23 for Charlton.
Steve 24.
Steve 24 now. Norm Charlton. Sold. Right, I'll drop him on Steve's team. There we go. And let's go back to our queue. And it looks like Jason is bringing up number 26.
Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher. Okay, let's go back to hitting. Back to our timer. And opening bid is
$1.
$1 for Billy Hatcher.
Steve 5.
Steve's at 5.
Anthony 6.
Anthony's at 6 for Hatcher. I'll do 7.
Steve
7 for
9.
Steve's at 9. The high bid is 9 for Hatcher. Sold. Let's drop him on Steve's team. Second hitter. And we'll go back to our queue. Looks like Anthony bringing up player 27.
With Eric Davis.
Davis. All right, let me find him. All right, and the bid on Eric Davis,
10.
$10. Anthony's got the bid.
Steve 15.
15 from Steve.
Anthony 17.
17 now from Anthony.
Steve 19.
Steve 19 for Eric Davis.
Anthony 20.
20 from Anthony. High bid is 20.
21.
Anthony, 21 now.
Anthony 22.
22 from Anthony.
Steve
Eric,
23.
Steve 23 now. Steve's at 23 for Eric Davis.
Anthony 24.
24 now. Anthony with the high bid. Sold. And it's hard to bid against you with $190, Anthony. 24. Oops, that's the name. All right, so that bites it a little bit into it. Let's drop him on your team, and that is your 6th player, 6th hitter. All right, cool. We're moving along. Let's go back to our queue, and it looks like it's over to me. Let's see. Let me check on my end here and see who we can bring up. Let's try Davey Lopes. Let me highlight him and bring him up over here. It's interesting. He doesn't pronounce it Lopez. It's Lopes. Okay. All right, opening bid is $4.
Steve 7.
Steve's at 7.
Jason 8.
Jason 8.
Steve 10.
Steve 10 for Davy Lopes. Sold. Right, lots of stolen bases there for sure. Nice combo with Sabo and Hatcher, actually. Nice threesome there. All right. Let's see. We're over to Steve nominating number 29.
Tommy John for 5.
Tommy John for 5. Let's go down to the pictures. And so John for 5. And again, that's 29. Check. And let me take a quick look on my end here for John. Let's highlight him. $5, Steve?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Opening bid $5 for Tommy John.
Anthony 7.
7 from Anthony.
Steve 10.
10 from Steve.
Anthony 12.
12 from Anthony.
Steve
Tommy John.
17.
17, a jump of 5.
Anthony 20.
Jump of 3 from Anthony.
Steve 22.
Steve 22.
Anthony 23.
23 for Tommy John.
Steve 24.
24 for Tommy John.
Anthony 25.
25 now from Anthony. Sold. A 5. And let's get him on Anthony's pitching staff. That is actually Anthony's first pitcher. Good job. All right. Perfect. Back to our queue. And it looks like number 30 will be brought up by Jason.
We'll go pitching Dave Hamilton.
Steve Hamilton. Opening bid,
2.
$2. Dave Hamilton is the player, $2.
Steve
Jason has
4.
Steve 4.
Anthony 5.
Anthony 5. I'll do 6.
Steve 8.
Steve goes to 8 for Hamilton. I'll do 9. 9 for Hamilton.
Steve 10.
Steve's at 10 now. Sold. Let's go back here. And let's drop him on Steve's pitching staff. There we go. Perfect. And let's see, let's go back to our queue. And it looks like Anthony is bringing up number 31.
I'll go with Ken Griffey.
Okay, so we're going back to the hitters. All right, opening bid,
1.
$1.
Steve 2.
2 for Griffey.
Anthony 3.
I'll jump in at 4.
Steve for 5.
Steve's got the bid at 5 for Griffey.
Anthony 6.
6 now for Griffey. I'll do 7. 7 for Griffey.
Anthony 8.
Anthony's at 8 now. I'll do 9 for Griffey. Sold.
Andy, that was you for 9?
Yep. All right, let me go back and drop him on my team over here. 9. Okay, and let me just make sure I highlighted him on my spreadsheet so we get say goodbye to Griffey. Yep, he's gone. All right, cool. Back in this direction. I'll just take a quick look at the money, just so that everybody's on the same page. Steve and Anthony still in the more dominant positions. Steve's at 138, Anthony 141, so they're almost identical. And then I'm right behind that at 90 left, and then Jason's at 68. Players purchased. We're all pretty even. I have 9, 2 at 7, 1 at 8. So we're in good shape, and we're making progress at chipping away at the innings. So, all right, back to our queue, and it looks like we are over in my direction actually. Bill Buckner, it's going to be number 32. All right, I'll start Buckner off at $3.
Steve 7.
Steve's at 7 for Buckner.
Anthony 8.
8 from Anthony. I'll do 9 for Buckner.
Steve 12.
Steve's at 12 now.
Anthony 13.
Anthony 13.
Steve
Bill-
15.
Steve 15 for Bill Buckner. Steve's at 15 for Bill Buckner. Sold. Yeah, let's drop him on Steve's hitting crew. There we go. And another guy that can steal bases, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to our queue, and let's see. It looks actually, Steve, you're bringing up number 33.
Yeah, let's do Mike Marshall for 5.
So we're going back to the pitchers.
Mike Marshall with his innings limit.
Yeah. Like I said, the sims that I did, he kind of tops out at 120, 130. So just price him along those lines. Which is still excellent. It's just that in real life, it's hard to believe this guy pitched. All those innings were in relief. It's insane. It's like a throwback from the Dead Bowl year. All right, let me go back to the queue here for a second. That's number 33. And a quick look at my price on Mike. You can highlight him. There he is. Got it. All right. Steve, opening bid?
5.
$5. I'll do 6.
Steve 9.
Steve's at 9 now.
Anthony 10.
10 from Anthony. I'll do 11.
Steve 15.
Steve jumps to 15.
Anthony 16.
16 from Anthony.
Steve 19.
Steve jumps 3 to 19 from Mike Marshall.
Anthony 20.
20 from Anthony for Marshall.
Steve 22.
22 from Steve. It is 22. Sold. That's a nice combo you have there in the bullpen.
Getting started.
22, correct?
Sure. Yeah, no, I think yeah, 22.
Yeah, Charlton and Marshall. Nice. All right. Let's see. Back to the nomination. It looks like Jason's going to have number 34 for us to bid on.
We'll do we'll do Danny Jackson pitching.
Danny Jackson. All right. Let's stay with the pitching here. And this is going to be lot 34. And let me find Danny on my sheet here. All right. And bring up our timer. And the opening bid on Jackson,
$5.
$5 for Danny Jackson. Sold. That's a decent amount of innings. Okay. $5. That's Jason. 5. Just drop him on his staff. Perfect. And let's go back to our queue. And looks like Anthony is bringing up number 35.
I'll go with Don Baylor.
Back to the hitters. And opening bid on Baylor,
$5.
$5.
I'll go 6.
6 for Baylor from Steve. I'll do 7. 7 for Baylor. Sold. Just had another one of those panic moments. Baylor did, I mean, he's listed in the outfield, but I just want to make sure he did play the outfield, right? Let's see.
Yeah. I think like 80, 89, he was more like first base DH by then.
See, he's not listed here at all. I did need a compliment from Morris. So if that is the case, then that's what I'll have to live with.
Yeah, Baseball Reference has him at all 126 games, started at DH.
All right. So I'm going to have to use him at DH. That's a mistake on my part.
Oh,
All
look
right.
at that.
Yeah.
I threw his outfield later.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a feeling. So I'm going to have to use him at DH. Again, I needed DH at bats anyway, but I'm going to probably leave like half of those at bats unused, unfortunately. All right. No worries. I should have known better. Let me just drop him on my team on this end. All right. Go back to our queue. Actually, did I drop him on my team? I'm not sure I did.
Yeah, I'm ready.
There we go. Okay. All right. So we're up to 36. It's going to be actually me nominating. And this is going to be, again, lot number 37. Oops. Sorry, not number 36. All right. Opening bid on Bill Doran is $4.
I'll go 5.
Jason 6.
6 is the bid from Jason for Bill Doran. I'll do 7. 7 for Doran.
Jason 8.
Jason 8. Guys, hold on 1 second. I just have to check something real quick. Sorry about that. Jason, you have the high bid at 8, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Sold. That's an excellent buy. See here, who's next? Steve looks like he's going to be bringing up number 37. Yep.
Yeah, let's do Jack Armstrong for 5.
All right, so we're going back to the pictures. And that's going to be lot number 37 again. And let me find him on my end here. Opening bid is $5 for Jack Armstrong.
Anthony 6.
$6 now.
Steve 8.
Steve's at 8.
Anthony 9.
9 from Anthony.
Steve 12.
Bid is 12 now for Armstrong.
Anthony 13.
Anthony jumps in at 13. Sold. Let's put him on Anthony's team. Right, excellent. And let's go back to our queue. Looks like Jason bringing up player number 38.
What was the total on Armstrong?
13 for
13.
Armstrong.
Oh, I typed 12. Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Let's see. We'll go pitching. Bob Locker for 2.
All right, let me find him here, and then I'll find him on my sheet, and we can get started here. It's going to be number 38. All right, Bob Locker is the player. Opening bid is $2.
Go 3.
$3 from Steve.
This is Jason 4.
Jason's at 4. I'll jump in at 5 for Locker. Bob Locker. Sold. Bob Locker. I'm in my relief there. Let's go back to our queue. Actually, hold on. Let me just update my sheet here. All right, and let's go back to our queue here, and it looks like Anthony bringing up number 39.
I'll go with Joe Rudi.
Joe Rudi. Let's go back to hitters. Rudi. Right. Again, this is just double checking number 39. Quick look on my end to see what Rudi is. It's Rudi. Right. Opening bid on Rudi,
2.
$2.
Steve 5.
Steve is at 5 for Rudi.
Anthony 6.
6 now.
Steve 7.
Steve's at 7 for Joe Rudi.
Anthony 9.
Anthony is at 9. I'll jump in at 10 for Rudi.
Anthony
Joe.
11.
Anthony 11. Classy ball player. I'll do 12.
Anthony 13.
13 now. I'll do 14 for Rudi. 14 is the bid on my end for Rudi.
I'll go 15.
15 gets it in. 15 for Rudi now. And I'll do one more. 16. 16 for Rudi on my end now. Sold. To get that extra dollar out of me. 16. Rudi. Let's see. Over here. And make sure I update him on my end here. Outfielder Rudi. Hey guys, let's take 5 minutes. I just want to make a run to the bathroom. Just let's take 5 minutes to look at our teams, the way they're being constructed, make sure we got a game plan. And then I would say at 12:30, we're going to break for half an hour. But for now, let's just take 5 minutes. Let's reconvene at 11:24.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, looks like it's 11:24. See where we're at with our queue. It's like it's coming my way. I just want to confirm everybody on board.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Jason
Okay.
here.
Awesome, perfect. All right, let me see. I'm bringing up. Let's see, do we stay with hitters? Do we go with pitchers? Let's go back down to. Let's go back down to pitching. Let's go with Al Downing. Downing, I think it's spelled. Yeah, Downing. Lot number 40. Let's just confirm that to be sure. Yeah,
Yes.
perfect. And just looking at Al on my end, just highlight him.
Why am I not finding him?
Left-handed pitcher, 74 Dodgers.
You know what? I didn't scroll down.
No worries.
Now that I scrolled down, I now see him.
Perfect. All right. So with Downing, I'll start it off at $1.
Steve for 2.
2 for Downing.
Jason 3.
Jason's at 3. I'll do 4 for Downing.
Steve 5.
Sold. Did I get it, or what do you guys think? I saw the 9.
He's yours.
All right. So Al Downing, $4. Not a lot of innings there. I thought, for some reason in my head, I thought it was more than that. All right, whatever. He did a 5th starter, so I guess you'll have to do. All right, let me go over here and update it on my end. All right, Q is up to Steve for 41.
All right. Rob Dibble for 10.
Rob Dibble. The other part of actually, was the Nasty Boys a threesome or a twosome? Was Myers part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Randy Myers.
I'm fairly certain it was,
Yeah, Dibble, Myers, and Charlton. All right. So this is going to be lot number 41. And let me find them on my end here. Dibble. All right, Stephen, the opening bid is
10.
$10. No messing around here.
Anthony 11.
11. I'll do 12.
Steve 15.
Steve up to 15 now for Rob Dibble.
Anthony 16.
16 from Anthony.
Steve 19.
19, a $3 jump. 19 for Rob Dibble. Sold.
Take him.
Arguably, when you factor in the innings limitations on Marshall, Dibble might be the best reliever. $19. Let's put him on Steve's team. That's quite the relief you got there.
Need something.
Yeah. All right. Over to Jason for lot number 42.
We'll do Rick Mahler, Reds pitching.
All right, let's go stay with the pitching. Lot 42. Quick look on my end for Rick's price. Where is he? Let's see. Is perfect. And opening bid
$1.
$1. Rick Mailer. Sold. All right, that's 134 innings for $1. So not bad at all. You need those innings.
Sure do.
All right. Back to our queue. Looks like it would be Anthony for number 43.
I'll stick with pitching and go Tom Browning.
Tom Browning. It's going to be 43. Just highlight Browning on my end here. Right, that's 227 quality innings for lot 43. Starting bid is
$5.
$5.
Steve 12.
12 from Steve.
Anthony 14.
14 now from Anthony. Tom Browning.
Steve 16.
16 for Browning.
Anthony 17.
17 now.
Steve 19.
Steve's at 19 for Tom Browning. Sold. All right, Steve. Browning is on your team, and we're going back to our queue. Looks like it would be over to me now for number 44. Let's see. Just look at my spreadsheet. You know what? Let's stay with pitching. Let's go with Randy Myers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be lot number 44. Oops, let's find the player first. There he is, 44. And opening bid will be $2.
Steve 10.
Steve 10 for Randy Myers.
Anthony 13.
13. We got some jump bids here.
Steve 15.
15 for Randy Myers.
Anthony 16.
16 now. 16 for Myers from Anthony. Sold. You can't have all the relievers, Steve.
Try though. I can try.
Right, let's drop him on Anthony's pitching staff.
Well, that was lot 44.
44. Yep.
Oh, I didn't realize you nailed it. Okay.
And let me update that on my end here. So that was Randy Myers. Good. Okay. And now we're over to lot number 45, and that's going to be yours, Steve.
Keep this party going. Let's do Joe Negro for 2.
Joe Negro, all right. Why am I misspelling his name? There he is. All right, so this is going to be lot number 45. And let me just look at my price on Joe real quick. All right, and the bid on Negro is
2.
$2.
Anthony 3.
Anthony 3 for Joe Negro, 213 innings.
Jason 4.
Steve 5.
Steve 5.
Anthony 6.
Anthony 6 for Joe Negro.
Jason 7.
Jason 7 for Negro.
Anthony 8.
8 from Anthony. Joe Negro, $8 from Anthony. Sold. Let's drop him on your pitching staff. Gives you 213 decent innings, and we'll go back to our queue. Looks like Jason bringing up number 46.
We'll do, jeez. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll do Bobby Meacham, Yankees, $1 hitter.
Let's go back to hitters. And give me 1 second so I can find them on my spreadsheet and we'll get things rolling. Meacham would be shortstop. There he is. Okay. $1, correct, Jason?
Yep.
Steve 3.
Steve goes to 3 on Meacham. Nope, never mind. Almost did 4, Steve.
Whatever.
I know he's your favorite player, so I said I can't do
No.
that to Steve.
He's the exact opposite of a favorite player.
No, when you were younger, I thought you had mentioned that. I think you mentioned it.
I despised him my entire life. Yes.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take the stolen bases though.
Absolutely. It fits in with
That's
your
what it
team.
is.
Yeah, it fits in with your team.
I really paid $3 for that.
$3.
Okay.
Yes. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Perfect. We are now moving
every
to let's see, number 47 is going to be Anthony's nomination.
I'll go with Raleigh Fingers.
All right, so we're back to pitching. Let's see, let's bring up Fingers. And his handlebar mustache. Let's see, 47. Yep. Okay, and then on my end, I want to peek at his price real quick. Raleigh. All right. Opening bid,
5.
$5.
Steve 9.
Steve goes to 9 on Fingers.
Anthony 10.
10 from Anthony.
Steve 12.
Steve 12. I'll do 13.
Anthony 14.
Anthony's at 14 for Fingers. Sold.
Oh, Myers Fingers, pretty good combo too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. All right. Good stuff. Let's see. We're over to actually over to me. Let's see. Let's take a look at our money real quick here. We haven't looked at that in a little while. All right, we're starting to pack up a little bit, but Anthony is still in the dominant position with money at 90. Looks like Steve's at 60, I'm at 58, and then Jason's at 40. But we're definitely a lot more packed than we were a little while ago. And even on the players purchase, we're pretty aligned. So this is actually pretty interesting because a lot of times at this point you see a disparity in some of the amounts of players that have been purchased, but we're actually being very consistent. So this is flowing nicely.
I'm sorry. I have to pull up the bigger version. What did you say that I have left?
You have
12.
54, right?
54, yeah. And
Okay.
you've purchased 11 players. Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Yep, you got it. And then innings wise, we're all in pretty good shape. Steve leads the pack at 1232. I'm at 1108, but Anthony and Jason, you guys are fine too. Again, there's still a good amount of innings left. So
Wait, you had me at what?
innings wise, I got you at 1232.
I don't have that.
It could be that I just awarded you somebody you didn't deserve.
It depends how much it costs.
um,
Or I typed in something wrong.
no, it's possible that I made a mistake. Did you get Tom Browning or was that Anthony?
No, I did.
All right. Okay. So I got you at Vita Blue, Messersmith,
Yep.
Charlton,
Yep.
Hamilton,
Yep.
Marshall,
Yep.
Dibble,
Yep.
and Browning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless there's
Oh, you know what it is? It could be that you had lowered Marshall's innings.
I did in fact lower Marshalls. I had him at 130.
All right. So from a auction perspective, you're fine. But if you wanted me to edit this, it might be better, I guess.
No, I just I had a different number and I
Yeah.
wanted to make sure my formula wasn't wrong. And
Yeah. So
Underbought.
from real life numbers, you're at 1232. Obviously, you probably want to subtract about 75 innings from that in terms of usage once we do the sims.
Okay, yeah, I have Marshalls down for 130. So
All right, yeah. So again, you're fine from this perspective, but just
Okay.
keep that in mind for your planning.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. All right, so let me make sure I have this right. Steve, it looks like I have you at number 49. Or was it now I lost track, or was that me at 48?
I think you're at 48.
Who brought up the last player?
I think I was
that
me
must-
with Bobby. Meacham? Was that the last one?
I think it's
Or do we have one
48.
after that?
I think it might be me at 48. I got sidetracked. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have Fingers at
that's me.
47, and
Yeah.
now Andy, you're up.
Perfect. Got it. Let me go with Jeff Zahn. I don't know if I remember his spelling. There he is. Lot 48. And I just want to check again my place. Mr. Zahn. $1 for Jeff Zahn.
I need a second to find him.
Oh, sure.
I don't know why I can't find him. Hold on.
Yeah, what team?
74 Dodgers.
Oh,
Jeff
got it.
Zahn, Zahn.
Thanks.
Oh, hold on. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
No, it's okay.
How much?
We're going to do the bidding at $1.
Let's go 3.
Okay. I'll do 4 on Jeff Zahn.
Let's go 6.
6 from Steve now. I'll do 8 for Zahn. It is 8 for Jeff Zahn.
I'll go 9.
9 for Zahn. Sold. So let's drop him on Steve's pitching staff. There we go. And let's see, back to our queue for number 49, which will be from Steve.
Go Bob Shirley for 5.
Shirley. $49.
No airplane jokes on that one.
I held back. Let's see how much it goes for, then I like the joke.
All right, let me find him here. Steve, opening bid 5, correct?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Jason 6.
Jason jumps in at 6.
Anthony 7.
Anthony's at 7 for Shirley.
I'll go 8. Steve 8.
Steve 8.
Anthony 9.
9 from Anthony. I'll do 10. 10 for Shirley. Sold. All right. Let me update him on my end here. All right. Next up is Jason bringing up number 50.
Oh, we'll do Phil Negro.
Ah, okay. Older brother Phil. Is 50. All right. And opening bid on Necro,
2.
$2. Phil Necro, $2.
4.
$4. Is that you, Steve?
Yep,
Yeah.
sorry, Steve 4.
That's okay. High bid is 4 from Steve. Sold. All right, that gets you, that's pretty good, 220 innings.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
All right. Actually, let me update him on my spreadsheet. Forgot to do that. So that
Kind of went outside my
goes-
plan, but whatever.
That's what happens in an auction, right?
I blame the reckless Yankee spending early on by somebody else.
All right. Our queue says that Anthony is bringing up number 51.
Go with Paul O'Neill.
All right, we're going back to the hitters. And this is going to be number 51. There he is. Yeah, let me just take a look at his numbers on my end real quick. All right, opening bid for O'Neill.
2.
$2.
Steve 5.
Steve 5. I'll do 6.
Steve
Anthony
7.
Anthony 8.
Anthony
Steve 9.
8. Steve 9. The bid is 9 from Steve for O'Neill.
Jason 10.
Jason jumps in at 10 for O'Neill. I'll do 11. 11 for O'Neill. Sold. So that's 11. And let me update him on my spreadsheet real quick. All right, back to our queue. And it looks like I'm bringing up number 52. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with let's try Joe Ferguson. And that's 52, just to be sure. Yep. 52. Let me just find them on my end here. All right, Joe Ferguson, opening bid $1.
Anthony
Jason
3.
too.
Anthony jumps in at 3 for Ferguson. I'll do 4 for Ferguson.
Anthony 5.
The bid is 5 now. I'll do 6 for Ferguson.
Anthony 7.
Anthony's at 7 now. I'll do one more, 8. 8 for Ferguson. Sold. Send over to my team. And let me update him on my tracker. So it's catcher Ferguson. All right, so we're back to our queue. And it looks like Steve for number 53.
Let's go Brian Fisher for $2.
Right, Fisher. 53. So we're back to pitching for lot number 53. And let me check my price on Fisher. All right. Steve, opening bid?
2.
$2. I'll
Yep.
I'll jump in at 3.
5. Steve 5.
Steve is at 5.
Anthony 8.
Anthony's at 8.
Steve 9.
Bid is 9 now. Steve has it.
Anthony 11.
11 now for Anthony. I'll do 12. 12 for Fisher.
Anthony 13.
Anthony's at 13 now for Fisher. Sold. So that's 13. Anthony gets the player. 13, and we'll drop him on his pitching staff. There. Nice, very nice relief staff there.
Sure is.
Yeah. All right. See, back to our tracker here, and we have Jason bringing up number 54.
Yeah, we'll go pitching. Jim Brewer,
Jim Brewer. Let's find Brewer.
Dodgers.
Okay, 54. There we go. And let me take a look at Jim on my end of things. Brewer. There he is. All right, an opening bid on Brewer is
$1.
$1. Sold. So that goes to Jason's team. Okay, and then back to our nomination queue. It looks like Anthony will be bringing up player number 55.
Yeah, I'll go with Glenn Braggs.
So we're back to the hitters. Rags. All right, and again, this is going to be number 55. Perfect. Let me find Braggs on my end here. Braggs is going to be an outfielder. And let's see, where is he? There he is. And opening bid on Braggs,
$1.
$1.
Steve, 2.
Steve is at 2.
Anthony, 3.
All right, Anthony, 3. I'll do 4. 4 for Braggs. Sold. Exactly sure what I purchased here, actually. Let me take another look here, refresh my memory. All right. Let me see. So outfield, I have Griffey. He doesn't count. And those guys. Okay. All right. Can you tell I'm not that happy with that purchase?
My heart bleeds.
I did need some outfield at bats, so
And you're 5 and you know, $4.
$4 is not bad. Yeah. Okay. Over to me for 56. I gotta check real quick. What am I at in innings here? Decent. All right, let me go with Dave Righetti. Let's find Righetti. All right, on Righetti, we'll start the bidding at $2.
Steve, 4.
Steve's at 4.
Anthony, 5.
Anthony's at 5.
Steve, 6.
6 from Steve.
Anthony, 8.
8 from Anthony for Righetti.
Steve, 9.
Steve's at 9.
Anthony, 10.
10 from Anthony.
Steve, 11.
Steve, 11. I'll do 12. Sold. Back to the, actually, let me just update it on my end here. Getty for 12. All right, and our queue says Steve is bringing up 57.
Let's do Rich Bordy for 2.
40. Brings to the table, not bad, 98 innings. And that's number 57. Okay, I want to just highlight him on my spreadsheet and we get the bidding started. 40. There he is. Right. What's the bid, Steve?
2.
$2 for Rich Bordy.
Jason, 3.
Jason, 3.
Steve, 5.
Steve, 5. That's a nice purchase, Steve.
I'll take it.
Yeah. because he's a grade 12 relief pitcher.
Yeah.
He's a 5 starter, but if you use him as a relief pitcher, he's actually very effective. All right. Brings us back to Jason for number 58.
Charlie Huff, 2.
All right. Let's pull up Charlie. It's going to be lot number 58. And let me find him on my end here. Opening bid of 2, you said?
Yep.
All right. Charlie Huff, $2 bid. Jason has it. Sold. All right. Actually, let me just highlight him on my spreadsheet. See, there it is. Excellent. Okay, and let's see. From a queue perspective, we're up to player 59. Anthony is nominated.
I'll go with Daryl Knowles.
Daryl Knowles. It's going to be number 59. Find them on my end. Knowles. Opening bid on Knowles?
$1.
$1.
2. Steve, 2.
Steve, 2 for Knowles.
Anthony, 3.
Anthony, 3.
Jason, 4.
I'll do 5.
Anthony, 7.
Anthony to 7 for Knowles. Sold.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anthony, you could have just bet more anyway, just to spend some money. I don't want to see you leave money on the table.
All right. Anthony gets Knowles, a very nice buy at 7.
I've done it a few times. It's not a good feeling. You spend more money.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if nobody bids against you, just keep spending.
All right. Over in my direction for number 60. Let's see. Let's go back to the hitting. Actually, let me take a look at my spreadsheet and see what we have left here. Let's go with outfielder Willie Crawford. And let's see. It's going to be lot number 60. Opening bid on Crawford is $2.
Steve, 3.
Steve's at 3 for Crawford.
Anthony, 4.
Anthony, 4.
Jason, 5.
Jason, 5 for Willie Crawford. Good
Anthony,
quality
6.
outfielder. Anthony, 6. Excellent buy there.
Jason, 7.
Nope, too late. Excellent buy there.
I think it just froze part way through for me.
You mean the clock on your end?
The Zoom froze up on me.
Oh, okay. Anthony, the final price was what? 8 or 7?
7, I believe.
7. Okay. All right. Let's take a quick look at the the money. All right. So I'm in rough shape. I only have 13 left, and with a max bid of 6. Steve at 42. Anthony at 51. Or rather, Jason at 51. Anthony's got all the money at 63. So he's in the driver's seat, but Jason's in pretty good shape too. And Anthony and Steve's at 32. So really, You three guys are in pretty good shape. Yeah.
Andy, I have two different numbers. Did I put somebody on the wrong team?
Or I could have. What do you have?
Well, I've got you at $23 and Anthony at 54. Anthony, how much money do you think you have?
I was at 63 on my end.
All right, so I definitely screwed something up here. Who got Shirley?
I did.
That's it. Okay.
Okay.
My apologies.
That's okay.
That's the $9. Just trying to spend more of Anthony's money. Okay. I'm good. I'm sorry.
You good? Okay, no worries. Let's see. So we're back up to actually, Steve, you're bringing up number 61.
Yep. Let's do Mike Stanley for $1.
Mike Stanley. Right, and this is going to be lot number 61 rather. Opening bid is $1. Mike Stanley. Sold. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will take it.
Actually, defense of 3. He's a good rated outfielder.
That's the best thing you could say about him, huh? I'm going for the unlimited playing time here.
That too. That too. That too. All right. That takes us to number 62. Jason bringing up the player.
Mike Pagliarulo.
Pags. All right. Quality third baseman, Pagliarulo. And the opening bid is
$2.
$2.
Steve 4.
Steve at 4.
Anthony 5.
Anthony is at 5. The 3 guys with the money. I
Jason
can't do
6.
Jason 6. Jason's at 6 for Pagliarulo. Sold. That's a good buy.
Yeah.
Right. Jason continues to rack up some hitting. Okay, back to our queue, and it looks like Anthony bringing up number 63.
I'll go with Joe Horland.
Joe Horland. So we're back to pitching now. Horland, lot 63, just confirming. And opening bid on Horland?
$1.
$1. I'll do 2.
Anthony 3.
3 for Horland. I'll do 5 for Horland.
Wow.
Sold. Right. I think that means I am at $1 the rest of the way.
Andy, what did I pay for Pags?
Hold on, I'll check in a minute.
35. We gotta try. 6, I believe.
That's what I wrote down. Just confirming.
Right. All right, so let me just put Horland on my team.
Yeah, 6.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, did we confirm that?
I have 6 on my sheet. I'm fairly
Okay.
certain.
Yeah,
I had 6 as well.
Okay, perfect. That's what it is. Yeah. Right. So dollar wise, actually, I was wrong. I'm not at $1, but a max bid of 2, so very close. And then you guys are still, Steve and Jason are packed together there, and then Anthony still has a lot more flexibility than the rest of us. Okay. All right. Back to me at 64. Right. Let's see. Ugh. Not too many options here. Lot number 64 is going to be Bill Russell, 64. And I'll start the bidding on Russell at $2.
Steve will go 3.
Okay. $3 from Steve. Shortstop Bill Russell, $3. Sold. It's a good buy.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Excellent buy.
I need some
3.
outfielders.
Russell. And then we're back to our queue, and it looks like it's going to be Steve bringing up 65.
I'll go Ron Hassey for 2.
All right, let's find Hassey here. Actually, let me just highlight him on my end real quick. Hassey. Lot 65 is Ron Hassey, some decent at-bats there, and it's going to be an opening bid of 2.
Take it.
Wow, that's a great buy. Those are some nasty at-bats. Let me see. 300 at-bats of an 878 OPS. Nice. $2, Steve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just enough to keep you away.
Yep. All right. Let's see. Back to our queue. Looks like Jason bringing up 66.
Let's go. I don't think I missed this one. Doug Raw for the Dodgers pitching.
He's still there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's find him.
Oh, 200 innings.
I think he might be the best starting pitcher left out there. Let me double check. So Jason, that's going to be lot 66. Let me check on my end here. 66. Wow. Yeah, 198 innings. Yeah, he definitely is the best pitcher out there left. So opening bid on Rao,
$4.
$4.
Anthony 5.
Anthony jumps in at 5. Got to get those good innings.
Jason
Anthony's
6.
at 5. Jason 6.
Anthony 7.
Anthony 7. Doug Rao. Sold. $7 purchase for 200 decent innings. Good job there. Anthony, let's drop him on his staff. All right, we are now up to actually Anthony nominating number 67.
Yeah, I'll go with Joe Cowley.
67, correct. All right, and then opening bid on Cowley,
$2.
$2 for Joe Cowley. That's what is it, 159 innings.
I'll do 3, Jason.
Jason does 3 on Cowley.
Anthony 4.
Anthony's at 4.
Oh, man.
Sold. Anthony's got the power of the money. $4. And let's put him on his team. There we go. Racking up those innings nicely. And let's see, back to our queue. Looks like it's over in my direction. Right. Let's see, go to my spreadsheet and see what the heck is left. 68. All right, lot 68 is going to be Tim Foley for $1.
Steve 2.
Steve 2 for Foley. Sold.
Hey, can we do when we make the bid, can we make sure we say the team name and position, just as we're getting into these last players that aren't as well known, just so I can find them quicker.
Yeah, we could do that, sure.
Good point.
All right, Steve has Tim Foley with lot number 68.
8.
You know, yep. And you know what, you guys? It is actually 12:30 on the dot. So I think it's a good time for us to take a 30-minute break, maybe grab a quick bite, and we'll reconvene at 1.
See you then.
Sounds good.
It's good.
Sounds
Are you
good.
keeping this? Are you keeping this up? We're just
I'm keeping it up, yep.
okay.
Looks like we are right about on time, 1:01. Let's see where our queue is. Just want to confirm if everyone's back. Steve, are you back?
Sure.
Perfect. Jason?
Yep.
Anthony?
Yep.
Fantastic. So we're going to get into the second part here. Let's see. It looks like Steve is going to kick things off for us with nomination number 69.
Steve Yeager for $2.
Yeager for 2. Let's pull him up here. There he is. 69. And I just want to highlight him on my end here. There he is. All set. So opening bid for catcher Steve Yeager is $2.
Anthony
Jason,
3. Anthony 4.
Anthony 4.
Steve 5.
Quality catcher Yeager. $5 is the bid.
Anthony 6.
Anthony's at 6.
Steve 7.
Steve jumps in at 7. 7 for Yeager, Steve Yeager. Sold. Steve gets Yeager for 7. Some good at-bats there. Let's drop him on his team. There he goes. And then we're over to number 70, and that's going to be Jason bringing the player up.
We'll do Matty Alou.
We're staying with the hitters.
Yeah.
Matty Alou. That's going to be number 70. And let me just take a quick look at Matty on my end here. Right, 567 at bats, it looks like. Opening bid on Matty Alou,
$1.
$1.
Steve 2.
Steve is at 2 for Alou.
Anthony 4.
Anthony's at 4.
Steve 5.
5 now.
Anthony 6.
6 from Anthony for Matty Alou.
Steve 7.
Steve's at 7 now. Felipe's brother, older brother, I think. Sold. Actually, I might be completely wrong. Felipe's uncle, maybe. Yes.
No, wasn't
Um,
it Matty, Moises,
Ma-
and Felipe? Weren't they brothers?
Oh, no, you're right. Yep. Okay.
I thought.
I think you're right. Was it 7 the bid, Steve?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Drop him on your hitting squad. So you're off to the races. The first 2 purchases are yours in the second phase here. So we're back to the queue. And it looks like it would be Anthony bringing up 71.
I'll go with Butch Weingar.
All right. So that's going to be, go to my spreadsheet real quick here. It's going to be catcher Butch Weiniger. And number 71. And opening bid on Weiniger?
$1.
$1.
Steve 3.
Steve goes to 3.
Anthony 4.
Anthony's at 4.
Steve 5.
5 now.
Anthony 6.
6 now for Weiniger, proving to be very popular. Sold. Anthony gets him for 6. There we go. And he is over to Anthony's hitting group. Let's go back here one more time. Perfect. And back to our nomination queue. That would be over in my direction.
You put him down on the pitchers tab on accident.
Did I? Okay, sorry about that. Good catch.
Oh, no, you're good.
Good catch. It's exactly what I want from you guys. Just make sure I'm not screwing things up. Let's get rid of this here too. All right, let's go back here and drop him where he should go. There we go. Good. Okay, so back with me, 72. All right, let me try. Well, since I don't have a lot of money, I don't have too many options. Let's see. All right, so with 72, I am going to bring up Al Newman. He's one of the 1990 nondescript players. And I'm going to bring him up for $1.
Steve 2.
Steve, you're getting on my nerves.
Anthony 3.
3 is the bid for Newman now. Sold. All right, so let's put Newman on Anthony's team for 3. There we go, right there, right in the hitting spot. Perfect. So that brings us back to, actually, give me a second. I want to just update that on my spreadsheet so I don't lose track of what's going on my end. So it's going to be Steve bringing up number 73.
Dave Duncan for 2.
Duncan catcher. It's going to be again 73. Let me highlight Dave on my spreadsheet so we can cross him off. Duncan is right there. All right, an opening bid you set for Dave Duncan of the 72 A's is going to be $2. So Duncan 72 A's, $2.
Jason 3.
Jason's 3.
Steve
Anthony
4.
5.
Anthony 5 for Duncan. Did I hear 6?
Steve 6.
Steve 6.
Jason
Catch-
7.
Jason 7. Catcher Dave Duncan.
Steve 8.
Steve 8.
Jason 9.
Jason 9 for Dave Duncan. Sold. All right, Jason gets a catcher. That would be for 9.
I was gonna steal him for cheap.
You almost did. I thought the same thing, but then Jason jumped in.
Jason's out of control. He was never a Yankee.
He should have been, though.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
What was that?
Jason-
70 what?
That was 72 A's for $9.
No, what lot number? I'm sorry.
Oh, 73.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Jason, I always like to ask folks where they're from. I know Anthony mentioned he's from in the Columbus area. Where are you from in the country?
Well, originally from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And
Okay.
so when you look at the list, there's, Sean Abner is one of those added players. He was the #1 pick out of our high school.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool.
Didn't do very well, but still pretty cool. But no, I live in Wyoming now.
Oh, cool.
Excellent. That's beautiful country out there.
Yeah.
My wife keeps telling me that we need to get out there and check out the Grand Tetons.
That's your
and,
next
uh,
trip, Andy.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely on my list because that's just gorgeous country, and I'd love to check out some of that area up there.
Yeah, he'd like it.
Good for you. Excellent. All right. Let's see. All right. It looks like we're up to Jason for number 70. Actually, Jason was 73, right? No,
Yeah.
Steve brought up 73. Jason is bringing up number 74.
All right, I think he's still available. Tim Layana, Reds pitcher.
Yep. Let me find
There
them.
it is.
Let's see. All right, so Yana's there. That's going to be 74. I always like to just double check I got that right. Yes, I do. And then let me just highlight him on my end to get rid of him. Go. All right, so Tim Layana of the Reds, and the opening bid is
2.
$2.
Steve 3.
Steve 3.
Anthony 4.
Anthony's at 4 now for Layana.
Jason 5.
He's in 5. Let's see, 80 innings. Sold. Okay, that's on Jason's team. Pitcher. All right, and let's see. Next up is Anthony bringing up number 75.
I'll go with Gene Tennis.
Gene Tennis, so we're back up to the hitters. There he is. And this is going to be 75. And I just want to highlight him on my end here. Let's get rid of Gene. There he is. And opening bid on Tennis,
$1.
$1. It is $1. Gene Tennis, 72 A's. That's a good buy. That goes to Anthony's team. All right, and let's see, back to our queue. It looks like it's over to me.
That was lot 73.
No, that was 7. I had it at 75.
75, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I'm going to be bringing up 76. All right, 76 is Ron Oster of the 90 Reds for $1.
Steve, 2.
Steve at 2 now for Oster.
Sorry.
Now you got to do what you got to do. So the bid is 2 now.
Jason, 3.
Jason, 3. Some decent, what is it, 170 at bats.
Steve, 4.
Steve, 4. Sold. So Oster goes to Steve for 4. Let's drop him on his hitting crew there. Perfect. And let me make sure I highlighted him on my end. Let's see, there he is. Okay. So it looks like we're over. Actually, cross him up here too. Oh. So it looks like Steve, you're up at number 77.
Mike Hegan at 2.
Okay, let's pull up Hegan. $77. Let me find him on my end. What position again on Hegan? Oh, that's first base.
First base.
Yeah. Hegan. There he is. Okay. Perfect. Opening bid is $2 for 72 A's. Mike Hegan. Some decent at bats there. Sold. And that goes on Steve's team. Perfect. So let's go back to our queue. Looks like we are up to 78, and Jason will be bringing up the player.
Todd Benzinger.
Right?
The Benzinger.
Benzinger.
Yeah.
It's going to be lot 78. Let me just get rid of Todd on my spreadsheet. It's
That's
first
first,
base.
yep.
Right. And the opening bid on Todd Benzinger,
2.
$2. Looks like 400 appearances. Sold. So that goes to Jason for 2. And let's drop him on his team there on the hitting side. Perfect. Let's see. Next up is going to be over to Anthony for number 79.
I'll go with Steve Swisher.
Okay, so catcher Steve Swisher. And I'll find him on my spreadsheet to sure I pull him up. Swisher. There he is. All right, and opening bid on 1974 Steve Swisher is
$1.
$1. Sold. And he goes on Anthony's team. All right, that takes care of that. And we're over to number 80, which looks like it's over to me. All right, so 80 is going to be Billy Spires, 1990 Billy Spires, opening bid $1. Sold. Let me update it on my end. Right, we're over to number 81, and that is back in Steve's direction.
Sandy Alomar for $2.
Andy Alomar. It's going to be lot number 80, 81. 81. Let me find Sandy on my end here and highlight him. Sandy, where are you? There you are. Second base, Alomar. Right there. All right, opening bid is $2 for Sandy Alomar. Sold. Goes to Steve's team. And brings our nomination back in Jason's direction for number 82.
Dennis Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. So we're going down to the pitchers. So that's going to be 82. And I'll just find him on my end to highlight him. And the opening bid on Rasmussen is
Two.
$2 for Dennis Rasmussen and his 101 innings. Sold. Goes to Jason for $2. And we'll drop Rasmussen on his team. All right. And we're back to our queue, and it looks like Anthony bringing up number 83.
I'll go with Herm Winningham.
So we're going back to the hitters. It's number 83. Perfect. And I just want to highlight Herm on my side of things. So it's an outfielder. There he is. All right. And the opening bid?
$2.
$2.
Steve 3.
Steve 3. Some decent at bats there.
Anthony 4.
Anthony 4.
Steve 5.
Steve 5.
Anthony 6.
Anthony 6 for Herm Winningham. He's also a 3 defense.
Steve 7.
Steve 7. 7 is the bid.
Anthony 8.
Anthony jumps in at 8.
Steve 9.
Steve 9. Herm Winningham. Sold. One of the last remaining decent bats, so that made sense. Steve 9. Let's put him on the team there. And let's see, that takes us back to, let's see, we're at number 84, and that is back in my way. Actually, let's take a look at the money real quick because we have not done that in a little bit. Looks like Steve and me are pretty much depleted, but Jason and Anthony are still in really good shape money-wise.
With nobody left to pick.
Yeah, there's not too much left. Yeah, there's definitely not too much talent left. But having said that, you guys are still in the driver's seat though. So, all right. All right. So back my way for number 84. So 84 is going to be Andre Robertson of the 85 Yankees. And I'll start it off at $2.
Anthony 4.
Anthony goes to 4. Sold. So let's put him on Anthony's team. That'll be 4. right, and let's see, it goes over to, let me make sure I highlighted them on my end. I did. Have some off this list. Okay, let's see. Steve is going to bring up 85.
Orlando Cepeda for $3.
Okay, that would be your max bid. Let me find him. Actually, let me highlight him first, or else I'll forget. Cepeda. It's a first baseman right there. Okay. Lot 85. Check. Correct. So $3 is the opening bid.
Yes.
72A Cepeda, $3. Sold. All right. Steve, I think that's it, right, for you?
Yes.
So
Mhm.
you'll be waiting for the draft. Okay.
waiting.
But you're good to go for the auction phase. Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Awesome.
So how does that work then? So the draft would have been 5 players. Does that mean he gets to draft more than 5?
No, the draft, we're all drafting 4 players during the draft.
Okay, 4. I
Yeah.
mean, so
Yeah.
he would get more than 4.
No, he wouldn't get more than 4 because basically he's now done with the auction. He's just going to wait for the rest of us to be done, and then we'll start the draft.
But he'll
Yeah.
have enough players.
He has 26 right now, which
Oh,
is
got
basically
you.
what, yeah. So if
Sorry.
you notice right here, he's already at 26.
I have that screen on small and my other one big.
Okay.
So. Yeah,
No
thanks.
worries. Yeah, he's basically bought his 26 auction players, and now he just has to wait for the rest of us to be done,
Got you.
so that we can do the draft. Yeah.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah. Yeah. Very disciplined. Didn't leave any money on the table. So,
you. What does that mean?
well, and but you know what, Steve? We've all done that.
I mean, look, yeah, I know. I'm
It's-
one of the worst offenders.
It's difficult to manage the money so that you don't leave any on the table. It's one of the biggest challenges of this. So,
I'm a terrible offender when I use one strategy. So,
all right. So let's see. That brings us now to number. And usually when one guy finishes ahead of everybody else, it screws up my order a little bit. So I'll fix that later. But we're just going to keep going with the numbers that I have here. So it looks like Jason is going to bring up number 86.
Rod Scurry, pitcher.
All right, we're going down to the pitchers. All right, 86 is the nomination. All right, cool. And your opening bid on Scurry?
2.
$2.
Anthony 3.
Anthony's at 3.
Jason 4.
Jason's at 4.
Anthony 5.
Anthony's at 5 for Scurry.
I want to take his money. 6.
6 from Jason.
Yeah, just do 7, I guess. Might as well.
Scurry is not even this popular in his own household. 7. Sold.
Who got it for 7?
Anthony buys him at 7. Well, I mean, he was the last decent pitcher left, I think.
I don't know. Frank Tanana sitting right there, ready to be picked.
All right, Anthony gets him. And that brings him closer to the minimum of 1375. And again, I'd strongly recommend being closer to that 1400 to 1450 mark. All right, so that covers that. Let me highlight him on my end real quick. Scurry, where are you? Right there. Okay. Gotcha. Go back to our queue. Looks like Anthony bringing up number 87.
I'll go with Luis Quinones.
87. Find them on my end to keep things organized and highlight them. Quinones. And he plays third base. Where is he? There he is. And the opening bid on Quinones